I've seen a lot of people having issues getting this God mode glitch to work. I just want to establish the fact it is not patched. It still works. So, a lot of people, they're having issues when they trying to become invisible or coming out of being invisible. So, like I said earlier, the first time, settings you're gonna want to have under options. You're gonna want to have join next mode from spectator box to don't join. Allow spectators to close. Matchmaking off. Normally I keep my spawn last location for conveniency. I don't really think your spawn location has much of a difference. If it doesn't work the first time, you can try it with the last location. Remain host after next job vote screen. I have that set as off also. Now, since we're done with those, let's go ahead and we're gonna hop into the other settings. Alright, the other settings you need to have, if you go under your interaction menu by holding your touchpad, you go down to hide options, you go to jobs, you want this set to hide, not custom, hide. You want events set to hide, not custom. Others should be set to hide and not custom. Now, once you do that, you call up Ron. Now, I've seen people having issues also with getting into it while in an MC. At first I was having that issue also. But I feel like if you're in an MC or a CEO or anything, it's a little less consistent, but it still works. So, first thing you want to do is you want to pull up your phone, call Ron. To call Ron, you request your job, and I just stand right here, right in front of it, face completely towards it. Then you launch into your job. Once you launch into your job, gotta wait for the to load. You hit quit, hit X, and start spamming right on the D-pad immediately. Now, I've noticed if you turn your camera and look towards the road, press your left stick forward and hold it for a couple of seconds, but you don't release it the whole time. You continue to hold it, and while holding it, after a couple of seconds, still holding, you hit X. Now sometimes it'll do this, which is why I say I feel CEO is less consistent, but if you get to this screen, just go ahead and back out. You don't have to really change lobbies. Now if it continuously does this and doesn't work, it could possibly be the lobby, or it could possibly be you need to restart your game. So I'm just gonna head right back over. I've already got my job from Ron. I like to clear out other jobs, that way they don't get in the way. Because I've had it happen where I was gonna go into God mode. Somebody invited me to a job, or I had other jobs in my job list and clicked the wrong job. It's easy to have that happen to you. So, again, you go down to Ron, start the job. You go into it. Now you quit. Spam right on the D-pad. Turn, face the road. Press your left stick in and push it forward. Hit X. And see, it's still doing it to me, so this is probably the lobby. It's quite possibly the lobby right now, because I wasn't having an issue. I did it earlier. I know it's not patched. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and assume it's a lobby. So I'm going to go ahead and find a new session. Once it doesn't work twice for me, I go ahead and find a new session. First thing I'm going to guess is it's a lobby. Next thing, if it doesn't work after 2 more times, I'm going to try and get out my CEO. And I'm going to go and do it regular. If it doesn't work 2 times, then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to relaunch my whole game. So now that we're back in the lobby, go ahead, I'm gonna head back over there. Now, another thing a lot of people ask is, what, it doesn't matter what screen you use. As long as you're using any of these screens, it's not gonna make a difference. Doesn't matter which one you go to. It just matters that you're at one of them.
So what's going on?
Because you can do it on any of the screens. It doesn't make a difference on what side of the arena you're on or what screen you go to. None of that plays a factor. So we're going to go ahead and load back into this job real quick. Go ahead and spam right on the D-pad. Face the road and walk. Alright. So apparently I'm gonna spawn under the map. I have never had this happen before. So apparently I found a map breach glitch at the same time. Not what I had in mind. So, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna try getting out of my imps. Nope, that's not gonna work. Let's see if I can get on to my oppressor. Okay, so momentarily I'm somehow stuck under the map. And I can legitimately not get out. So I'm gonna go find a new session. Now, maybe I'll eventually have it happen again. I've never had that happen. And I'll figure out a way to get back up on the map. But I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and try and get it to come out the map the whole time. Now, a lot of people ask, what happens if I need ammo? You can go into a regular ammo store. You can't go into any Terabyte, Avenger, Mobile Ops Center, Arena Workshop, or any of those. If you go into anything that you've got to go into a loading screen with, you cannot do it or it will pull you out. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back into my CEO. I'm going to call Ron back up. Now if you've noticed, I've been having an issue getting it to work. I did this twice just to make sure it worked before I did the stream. So I know for sure it's not patched.
If you don't like it, leave it. My God, you're impatient. I've sent you something.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead, wait for this job to come up. Alright, so we've got the job. Now, again, we're gonna go ahead back out. Alright, so wait a couple of seconds. And it just did it again. Okay, so this is the conclusion I'm gonna come up with. Don't try it in your CEO because apparently it might put you under the map. Or it might just be that one spot, I don't know. Let's see if I can kill myself. Because apparently I just found a map breach glitch that I do not like. Okay, so I'm out of God mode. Just want to make sure. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do it outside of a CEO. I have never personally ever seen that happen before where it does that. That's a first for me. It's not surprising. Stuff usually won't always go right on a stream or on a video. A lot of people will they'll record it and they'll edit it out so you don't have to see all that. But I prefer not to do that because it's just easier to show y'all the real on what can happen and what can't happen. So we're gonna go ahead and load in. Now, if it happens again, I know it's just this side of the map. Or this side of the arena that it's doing. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hit X. See, it doesn't happen now. So, I know we're in God mode. So we're gonna go ahead, and I can't kill myself, fortunately. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna try it in another spot in the CEO to make sure if it's just that spot with the CEO. Now, it could be the fact that I'm in a CEO, but really, that should not have an effect on it. I think it was just a momentary glitch. So like I said, if you gotta come out of God mode or you need to, or even if you're doing like missions and stuff, if you go into a building, like doing the nightclub work, I don't like picking up the packages. I'll usually stick around the packages and defend them if I'm in God mode. And let the other people in my CEO bring them, for the simple fact of it's not gonna pull me out of God mode if I do it like that. Now the aircraft carrier mission, I recommend leaving that area because I've done it before and it'll spawn you up at the docks, which will throw you in the black loading screen and pull you out of God mode, which makes you have to redo the whole thing again, which is a giant pain. I hate having to redo a whole glitch. Yes, I know it only takes a couple of seconds, but it's an inconvenience. And inconveniences aren't my favorite. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go into my MC. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna accept my job from Ron. And then I'm gonna back out. And then I'm gonna spam right on the D-pad. Alright, so far everything's good. And like I said, it could have simply have been the fact that I was in a different spot. Because even though I'm in an MC or a CEO, they're both pretty much the same thing. They're both going to give you the same effects. It was that one spot that was constantly doing it, which I'm going to try and figure that out on why it's doing it. But also, guys, on another note, I'm momentarily looking for a car dupe glitch, trying to get one that'll work so I can stream it and post it. Now, I've seen a lot of them are very inconsistent, so I'm not even really, I don't really care for the inconsistence. They don't work as well. I want something that's gonna really pretty much work 100% of the time. And that's what I like, is 100% of the time working glitch. So, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here, but for now, keep it chill, and I'll catch y'all next time.